Alrighty then. Hello out there. What's good in YouTube world? How you guys doing out there in Terrorland? It is September 29th for recording purposes, and it is just before 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The reading, however, is timeless. This could be about the past. This could be occurring somewhere, anywhere in the world right now, and it could occur in the future, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to clear the air. Headphone warning. I'm going to make some noise. All right. And we have hit that minute mark, so welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I am Karma's right hand. This is the Underdog Ministry. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out with me. Guys, kick ass and take names. All right. So let's get this started, shall we? I'm going to shake the dice, have a sip of my coffee. Got some water going over here. Hope you guys are having an okay start to your week. It is Monday, so cheers. All right, let's get going. Let's shake them up. Headphone warning for this rattly dice. All right. Tail. T-A-I-L. Tail. That could mean many different things. That could be the tail of an animal. That could be a police tail. Somebody's being followed by investigators or detectives, or like a private investigator. Somebody could be sewing something onto a costume. All right? Tail. Where did it go? There it is. Chorus. Chorus. Somebody might be singing. Somebody might, it might be their favorite part of a song. They might be in a group chorale. When I was pausing there about chorus, I also got a flash on tail as like a mermaid's tail. Like somebody might be one of them swimmers. They put on the mermaid costume and go underwater and perform. That's freaking badass. I could never hold my breath that long, but that's some really cool visual. Something about an aquarium. Somebody likes an aquarium. Hey, Kristen, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right. So far, we got two words. We've got tail and chorus. All right. I don't necessarily like this word, but it is one of the Greek gods, Hades. Hades. It's also the polite word for hell. Also the god who married Persephone, the underworld, Lord of the dead. Okay. Draw. Draw 2. Draw 4. Something about Uno. Luck of the draw. Quick draw McGraw. Quick draw McGraw. El Kabong. That's what he would say when he break out his guitar and hit somebody over the head with it. El Kabong. Okay. Lied. L-I-E-D. Somebody lied straight to your face. Quick draw McGraw. They had to pull something out of their ass real quick. This person's going to go to hell. And something about the book of Acts in the Bible. ACTS, but the C's upside down. The book of Acts. Somebody acts like a jackass. All right, let's roll. Ghost. Ghosted. Somebody got ghosted. Somebody lied and ghosted somebody. It's the only thing they could think of. Quick draw McGraw. El Kabong. Just, I gotta do something really quick to get out of something. Somebody's gonna be singing a different tune with that chorus. They're gonna be singing a different tune really quickly here. Somebody's gonna mop the floor with somebody. Mop. My grandpa's coming through. He used to sing this song that made me giggle when I was a little kid. He died when I was like 6, 7, maybe, like 1984. RAGGMOPP, rag mop. I don't know why that's coming through right now. And then we've got Nug, N-U-G, right there. Didn't even have to barely rearrange the words. All right. Tail, Hades, chorus, draw, lied, ghosted, mop, and nug. Somebody's going to mop the floor with somebody else. That nug might be like a nug of weed. That might be, somebody's going to give you a little nugget of information. Okay, let's pull some out of the basket. The basket's getting worn. I got to get a new setup for this, or put these on like smaller cards that I can shuffle, because this is getting tedious. The big basket, carrying it around. All right, let's see what came out of it. Let's see what came out today. Yuck is the first word. Yuck. Yuck. And then raw. Do I need to go further with this? I think you guys can put those two together on your own. It's early in the morning on a Monday. I'm not going to mess with y'all. We're going to keep it safe for work right now. Crossroads. Crossroads. Somebody has a decision to make. Look, Hades is here. The god of the underworld, the lord of the dead. The crossroads is also a place where you are at the decision between heaven and hell. The dark path and the light path. Okay, we've got LA, Los Angeles. Speaking of right next door to hell, isn't that a Guns N' Roses song? Right next door to hell, LA, Los Angeles. Beautiful place. Lots of Holly weird. Utah. All right, we've got LA. That could also be Louisiana, that LA. It's not just Los Angeles. That could be Louisiana. And then we've got Utah. We've got Illinois. 0. Going to jail. Blackmail is a binding spell. Jeez. The broken rock in Japan that housed a dark entity. It's loose, getting revenge on the street gangs that invoked it for power. I'm leaving that one all the way alone. Leaving it alone. It comes out, but then we don't talk about it once it comes out. Poisoned you while you were pregnant and the baby lived. If that's you, I'm so sorry. Sky's the limit. I teach defense against the dark hearts. Amassed. Something has collected in a bunch of information, a bunch of evidence, a bunch of amassed could be somebody that's a hoarder that's got a bunch of boxes everywhere. It could be a fire hazard, something along those lines. Earth Angel. Child Protective Services. Busted and disgusted. Pissed you put up curtains. Ooh. That is yuck. Ew. And fucking wanker. This is not my terminology, yo. This is not vernacular that I use on a regular, which is why I had to write it down. Fucking wanker. Okay. Busted and disgusted. Pissed you put up curtains. Going to jail. Yuck. Okay. That's going to be one, and then that's going to be another. We'll put those two over there. Has nothing to do with this. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. This is gross. Yuck, fucking wanker, busted and disgusted. Pissed you put up curtains. You guys, think about that. Somebody's watching somebody through their windows. Going to jail. Somebody's a peeper. A peeper. They're peeping like a creeper. Okay. This is gross. This is yuck energy straight out the gate. We do not condone. Hey, CK. How are you? Oh, yeah, CK, the dice words. Sorry. Tail, Hades, chorus, draw, lied, ghosted, mop, and nug. All right, y'all. So we'll start with a kipper today. We got yuck. This fucking wanker's going to jail. They're busted and disgusted. They're pissed you put up curtains. Somebody can't see through your windows. They can't see through your windows. Oh my gosh, how dare you put up curtains. Somebody's mad about it. All right. How does somebody know that you put up curtains unless they are watching from the outside or they have come into your house and looked? Either way, yuck. Okay, this person has lied to the police. Look, thief. Ah, somebody's casing somebody's house. All right. Look, this person, pay close attention to the details, folks. This person's not the thief. This little one is. She's a distraction, so this one can take something. All right. So straight out, somebody's being cased. Their house is being watched. That's why somebody has a tail on them. I said from the very beginning that somebody possibly had a police or an investigator or like a detective following them. Okay? So somebody is watching. Look, official person right after that, you guys. There's somebody protecting one person from another person. There's somebody protecting one person from another person. Somebody follows somebody else and watches who creates the distraction, how the distraction is created while somebody's pilfering this something. Time, energy, money, information. This person's stealing something. This person could be not necessarily pickpocketing, but like going to cars that have open windows and shit laying in front seats and just taking stuff that's laying out. Porch pirate type of stuff. We've got message of concern here. So this official person is going to have to reach out to whoever they're following about this tale. Okay? They were able to draw a conclusion about what was going on. Who lied, who was telling the truth, and they're about to mop the floor with whoever this person is that's causing the distractions while somebody else is pilfering whatever they're pilfering. This is somebody that was casing a house. Coffin in the reverse, message in the reverse. Look. Coffin in the reverse. Message in the reverse. Somebody was trying to steal something, information. This message of concern that you're going to get from this official person, they're tailing you because this coffin in reverse, in this message in reverse, either somebody hasn't passed away or you didn't go to a funeral because you never got the message that somebody passed away. Somebody stole your mail, stole the information, distracted you while somebody else stole. Somebody else created a big distraction over here. So you never received this message of concern about somebody passing away or a death occurring. You never knew about a death. You never got the message. Now you're going to get the message. It's dead center and whatever all of this is. Somebody's going to jail over this. This is the fucking wanker. This is somebody that's watching your every move because they're waiting for you to get the message that's been kept from you. Marriage on the bottom of the deck. This could be somebody's partner that has passed away. This could be somebody's partner that has created the distraction or taken something, that's watching somebody. What's the overall direction this reading is going to go? Is this going to be about my collective or is this going to be about the distraction? The official person, the death, what is this going to be about? The sun. Well, I just heard bad news over happy music. If you guys are from the West Coast, if you've ever heard of Mark and Brian, they used to do this thing on the radio called Bad News Over Happy Music. Yo, really? I think this is something you're expecting. I mean, it should have been long given you this message, this information. This has been blocked from you. That's what's been stolen. You've been distracted from the fact that this has been stolen. This information has not been given. It's been blocked. It's been rerouted. It's been undeliverable because it's been misaddressed for a very long time. You're about to get bad news over happy music. Hades is here. Whoever this person is, they're exposed and they're going to hell. Whoever lied, whoever ghosted the situation and did not, like, look, they created a big distraction so you never got something. This person's going to go to jail. You've got somebody that is coming to hand deliver something to you that you have been prevented from receiving about a death that you never knew about, a funeral you never were informed about, something that you never got a letter, you never got a death certificate, you never got a notification, something along those lines. All right. So somebody tried to draw a bad conclusion about you. They lied about you. They ghosted their job. They ghosted their situation. Maybe this person that was supposed to do their job and send you this message of concern never informed you about something because they just didn't send the letter. I don't know. Maybe they addressed it wrong. What's about thief? Please and thank you. Hierophant in reverse. This person's going to hell and jail at the same time. Look, if they don't go to jail, they're going to go to hell. They don't have any belief system. They defy the laws of tradition. This person goes against the law a lot. This person's some sort of, I don't know why, a highfalutin outlaw. Okay, I don't know why. This person is like, evidently financially comfortable by what they have stolen or what they have taken or whatever here. They're highfalutin, but they thumb their nose at authority. They thumb their nose at the law. They don't think it applies to them. They think their money can buy them out of a situation. They defy the laws of tradition here. Well, there's the message. You're about to get it quick. 8 of Wands. You're about to hear something, and it's going to hit like lightning, I just heard. Justice. Boom. Probably going to bang like a gavel. Somebody's going to jail. You're going to get this message that somebody might have already gone to jail, somebody is in jail, or they're going to go to jail because of what they did to prevent information about some funeral, a death, from getting to you. Whether they took the mail, like in this thievery, or they took something as wild as taking your identity and officially representing themselves as you. So you didn't get this information. And nobody would know that you didn't get it because you got it, but you get it? Okay. If you're following me, good. Clarify this coffin in reverse, please. Coffin in reverse. Clarified with 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Damn. If you knew about this death, you'd be able to stand on your own 2 feet, so they blocked it so you'd be dependent on them. They blocked this information to force your dependence on this thief. This is somebody that's very close to you. Close to the situation. I'll say that it might not be you. You might just be here entertained. However, whoever is stolen, kept, prevented this message, represented you in some capacity. Official person. I'll give them the message. I'll pass it along. I'll send on this message of concern. Never spoke on this message. Never said a word about this passing, this funeral, this whatever here. It was like it didn't happen. If they didn't say anything, you would never know the difference. Okay? That's what this person did. They defied all, they went against God when they did this. I'm just going to say it plain. They're going to go to hell for what they've done here. Straight up. This person here now, the movement towards justice is so lightning fast. 8 of Wands to justice. Because they didn't think you could handle the information on your own. They didn't want you to stand on your own 2 feet. They wanted you to be dependent on them. But the truth, right? Queen of Swords. Here's the deal. This person figured if you knew this information, you'd cut them off. Cut them out. And they wanted you to give them something. This person is hiding behind a big mask, and it's about to be ripped off. That happy facade. This person knows they're in big trouble. They're busted and disgusted. This person's in big trouble. Big, big, big trouble. Clarify going to jail for me, please. Clarify going to jail. The world. Well, putting an end to something. This is going to definitely put an end to something. Absolutely. Oh, geez, CK. Dang. I have my brother that passed away was also a Brian. So going to jail here. End of somebody's bullshit. The end of their cycle. They are the end of the fuckery. The end of portraying themselves as official. The end of blocking you from standing on your own 2 feet because you know about a death. This is kind of weird. Like, what is this person's involvement with whoever you are getting this message? Why do they want to prevent you from knowing about this? Why would this make you... Why do they want you codependent so you don't know about this? The wheel. Oh, so they can benefit. The wheel. So they can benefit. So they can party on top. Shit. So they can benefit too. Or instead of you. Oh, this is really gross. Yeah, yuck. This person's going to be busted and disgusted here. 2 of Pentacles. They're going to be juggling real quick. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. Pinching pennies. Back and forth. To make things balance out. Clarify fucking wanker for me, please. King of Cups in reverse. I just snorted. I'm sorry. Fucking wanker. And this is what comes out, you guys. I just heard douchebag. I don't know. Shit. Okay. I said clarify fucking wanker for me in the King of Cups in reverse. The most emotionally manipulative ladies' man when it shows up like that. It's going to bite him in the ass too. Somebody does not... They're out of balance right now, and they are kind of in chode mode here. This is a played out player, busted and disgusted. Clarify, pissed you put up curtains, please and thank you. Why are they watching from the outside? Queen of Swords in the reverse, because they don't know what your next move is going to be. They don't know what you know. They don't know what you're doing, what you see, what information you have. They can't block your information pipeline that way. Shit. They can't feed the information pipeline that way. They got nothing on you. The Emperor here. This person wants to control you so bad. Look. Do you see what piece he's holding? Look at the chess piece he's holding. Right? Thinks he's a king. Right? King me. Playing checkers with chess pieces over here. This person, they're looking for your next move so they can counter accordingly. Magician in the reverse with negative manifestations. This person's coming unglued. They're a little upset. I think you might have ghosted this person, or they ghosted you. They lied about you to you. This is why there's a tail on you. This person is following you. Or you're being protected from this person because they're following you. Soulmate and knowledge on the cut. This person thinks that you are theirs. You can't know this information because you will no longer be under their thumb, under their control. You'll speak up for yourself. Things will be made fair for you. They want to be on top with you because they're barely making things balance out right now. And this person looks like a fucking wanker. They look like a king chode over here. They don't want to be able, or they don't want you to be able to outmaneuver them. With this Queen of Swords in the reverse, they can't put a peg on you. Like, they can't put a pin on you. They can't follow your next steps, your next move, your next idea, because they can't see. This person has been pushed out so far that they're like looking through your windows, thinking that they're going to control your next move here. Yuck. This is busted and disgusted. Okay, relief is here. I think that this reading is to give somebody the comfort of knowing that they're protected in all directions. That tail that is on you, somebody will draw down if this person approaches you improperly. Look, you're that closely followed. This person has done so much with this first row, whatever they've taken, whatever they prevented you from knowing, so you could stay codependent on them. This situation here is gone against all tradition. This person is going to hell. And it's going to happen. Justice is happening quick. This accelerated pace, this super fast action here is towards justice for keeping you under their thumb. And they don't want you to tell the truth about it. And then this wheel is here. They want to be on the top of this wheel of fortune, whatever is happening, whatever they have kept from you that would make you not be dependent on them. They want to be up there with you because they're barely balancing out right now. And then their information pipeline that they're trying to feed by looking through your windows or following you or tailing you, whatever. This person is trying to outmaneuver your next move. They're trying to out-strategize you. They're trying to checkmate you here, but you're protected in all directions, okay? Divinity. Protected in all directions. Spiritually, physically, physically as in like surrounded by people, and also physically like your needs are met structurally. You have shelter, you have food, you have a place to bathe, you have a place to wash your clothes, you have clothes, you know, those kinds of things. You're protected also spiritually in a way that your reputation, your disposition, your demeanor when you deal with other people, all of that is a protection in the divine. Like, people see that you're kind. People see that you're nice. People see that you are not codependent. People see that you're not, I don't know why I'm getting the Taming of the Shrew. Okay, it's an old movie with Elizabeth Taylor in it. The Taming of the Shrew. It's also English literature before it was an Elizabeth Taylor movie. However, most people will know it by the movie. This person was trying to make you codependent because they didn't like your demeanor, your truth. But everybody else seems to like your demeanor. This person's busted. Their strategy's all bad. You're protected in all directions, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, metaphorically, and literally. And then death just came. This is an end to this situation. You have grown from whatever you have put an end to. So, even though this person has prevented you from knowing this information, you've still found your own closure and put it to rest and grown from it and still blossomed to a pretty high potential here. It's looking like you still have a few dark characteristics. Who wouldn't, right? Going through a lot of this stuff. Maybe you're still processing a lot of things, a lot of emotions under the surface, but you're transforming yourself. Despite not knowing what you need to be not codependent on this guy over here. This thief person that represented themselves as some sort of official capacity on your behalf. Peace. You need to find your zen. You need to chill. You need to meditate, because whatever you're about to find out about this person who's going to jail, you're going to be so you're going to feel violated and victimized, and like you need to disinfect your entire body from head to toe. Divine Feminine just flew out. You're going to feel the need to take a spiritual cleanse. Like, you're going to want to, like, I'm getting somebody that wants to do, like, to get the film of the feeling of this grossness off. You're going to be cleaning your toenails. You're going to be scrubbing in between them toes, like with a Q-tip. You're going to be detailing the body like it was a vehicle. Okay? There's something spiritually that you need to do here when you hear about this that is going to make you need to let go and let God with this, okay? This is what you're changing about yourself. Maybe that's that dark side of you. You're going to have to not go to your dark place. You're going to have to realize you're protected in all directions and stay fucking calm and stay in your divinity. When you find out whatever this is, you're going to want to unleash the beast on this person. Power. Safe travel, release, transformation. Here's the deal. Your advice is do not unleash that power. It's going to take more power to not unleash your anger and to turn around and walk away with your dignity intact than it will to put this person in check. It's going to take way more power. Personal transformation type of power. The kind that only God can give you. When you say, I am powerless to this situation, please lift me up. Please give me peace. Please help me remain in divine energy because I'm above this situation. You're not going to be codependent to it, no matter how much they want you to. You're not going to be vile and vicious, even though you're direct and shrewd, okay? The taming of the shrew. This person wants to be on top of the wheel with you because they're out of balance right now. Their ass upside down. Remember, the King of Cups in reverse, clarified fucking wanker. Okay? This is somebody who is not emotionally safe, period. Not emotionally safe. And they wanted control over what you knew, which proves they're really not emotionally safe. They're manipulative and they want power and control, and it was a strategized move. You're about to be let loose of the situation because you need to just take a deep breath and realize you're protected in all directions, okay? This is part of your divine path. Everything about the situation is designed for your uplifting, not for, not punishment, okay? It's not punishment. It's to get you extracted. Like taking off a Band-Aid. This shit's going to hurt, but the faster it happens with this Eight of Wands energy to justice, the faster you rip this shit off, it's going to feel a lot better. If you prolong it and you slowly extract, it's going to cause more damage and more damage and more damage, and it's going to draw out the process. You need to just trust that you're being guided here, and you need to stay calm. And you need to stay in your divinity. Do not go to your dark place. You are changing that about yourself. That is something that maybe you don't have to deal with anymore, those darker parts. Once you get this information, maybe those darker parts just cease to be. And maybe that's why this person is trying to prevent you from getting this information to begin with, because you're not under their thumb, which makes them a fucking wanker, right? Busted and disgusted. Somebody's outside of your situation, still trying to see. They're on the outside looking in. They're pissed you put up curtains. That could be metaphorical or literal, okay? This person could be on the outside looking in on your life, and the curtain could be you veiling your energy. All right, this person lied about you. They had all kinds of things to say about you and why you didn't need this information, why they were going to keep this information from you, why it was a strategy, why it was okay for them to do what they did. This person's just going to hell in a handbasket here, period. They're going to jail. They're exposed with the sun in the world. They're exposed and it's over. They're going to jail. Exposed. It's over. They're going to jail. I don't know who this person is, but it's definitive. 3 of Beakers. So that's the 3 of Cups. Shame and decay in reverse. Hold on. This looks like a Garbage Pail Kid card. Do you guys remember Garbage Pail Kids? If anybody knows of a tarot deck with Garbage Pail Kids, send it to me. Alrighty. So, Shame and Decay in reverse, as well as Queen of Torches or the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Look. The people, 3 of Cups, 3 of Beakers around this person. There's a group of party friends, Friday night, the Friday night group. They're not necessarily friends, but they always get together and drink, or they go do the barbecues or the dinners or whatever in a group. Shame and decay in reverse. These people don't even want to be associated with this King of Cups anymore. Fucking wanker, busted and disgusted. These people are even not dealing with this person anymore. Not even the people they get wasted with and get loud and rowdy with want anything to do with this person because it's distasteful to them. Queen of Torches in the reverse. They've got a lot of gossip to say about this person. They've got a lot of negative opinions about this person and the way that they act and what they've done. This exposure has ended a lot for this person. Ooh, what a chunk. I hope you guys understand why I'm not pulling this many cards. Shit. Put them on the top, though. All right. We'll take this clump. This deck is still not broken so well. I get chunks and chunks of cards instead of 1 or 2. But we're breaking it in for the Halloween season. We've got the 3 of Books in the reverse, which is the 3 of Swords in the reverse. So somebody's trying to heal their heart. Somebody's trying to heal and forgive and find peace inside of themselves. Page of Pentacles. They're trying to give any form of a fuck, like any semblance of anything. They're trying to pretend that they care to get forgiveness. And these people are not falling for it. These people are just disgusted with this person. Busted and disgusted with this person. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse. They're busted and disgusted with this person. They can't stand him. Everybody that helped this person hide something is now absolutely disgusted. 8 of Cups and walking away from this man. Leaving him sitting with his own mess. Going to jail. Exposed. It's over. Going to jail. Bottom of the deck. Ten of Swords in reverse. This person's trying to undo the damage, and it's too late. They cannot undo the damage that has been done. Final message, Spirit, please and thank you for whoever has been harmed here. My Queen of Swords energy, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse energy. This is over for this person. You've got the wheel here, okay? After you speak up for yourself, you're having a good turn of fate. This person's out of balance. Remember, they want to be on top with you. Let's talk about you being on top as the final message. Please and thank you. They can't see. The curtain you put up could be something as literal as a curtain on a window. It could also be a veil over your energy. Okay, so they can't see into your inner world anymore. Regret in reverse. You're about to live a life you don't have to feel sorry for. You're not going to be ashamed. You're not going to feel bad. You're not going to feel any kind of boo-hoo about it. When you find out what was done here, you are not going to feel bad for this person at all. You're going to let them mop the floor with this person. Imagination. What has been done to you is going to surpass anything you could ever possibly come up with on your own. Like, you would never believe people could do things like this person has done to keep something from you. All to make sure that you were codependent and under their thumb instead of being able to stand on your own 2 feet and have balance in your world. Because if you had balance in your world, they don't think that you would be around them. I don't get that part. Like, I don't get that part. Patience. I'm hearing you've had the patience of a saint. You would never believe what this person has done to you. And you're going to need to find your patience and dig deep into it when you hear the truth. Draw your own conclusions here, though. Humor. Oh boy. Okay, so you're going to have patience and not laugh when you find out this person's karma. When you find out how bad their karma is, you're going to have to not literally laugh in their face. This person's going to ask for forgiveness, and you're going to have to keep a straight face. Self-esteem. Okay, here's the deal. You're going to have to keep a straight face, because if you laugh in this person's face when you find out, like, that, you're already going to hear all the horrid shit that they have done. They're going to jail. They're exposed. It's over for this person. They're busted and disgusted. Okay? This person's done for. But the people they partied with, they're disgusted as well. So you're going to hear all the details, and you're never going to believe what this person has said and done. And the reason all of these people have walked away from this person, this King of Cups in reverse, this fucking wanker person. You're not going to regret turning your back at the end. Okay? The thing is, you're going to have to stay very chill when these people tell you what's going on and tell you the truth, because you're going to want to laugh. You're going to want to laugh, and you're going to want to thank God for the way that karma has played out in your favor. But you're going to have to stay, you're going to have to button up. You're going to have to keep it to yourself. And you're going to have to find it in your heart to give this person some sort of forgiveness. Because if you laugh in their face, you're going to destroy their self-esteem completely. You might destroy this person's life if you laugh in their face. Their karma is big. Their karma is bad for them. Whatever they have gotten themselves into, they're real unhappy about it. They're real unhappy about it. But they did it to themselves, trying to keep something from you. I mean, It's like this person would see something, and if you feel that if you were fulfilled in some sort of way, that fulfillment automatically meant you were going to fucking throw them in the dumpster and walk away. So what they did was make sure that you could never walk away. Essentially, captivity? I don't know. Three of Presents and the Four of Candles. Somebody worked with this person. So, this person thought if like it was a forced situation with that Three of Pentacles, like you had to work together, you had to interact, you had to be a team, then it would end up being like a happily ever after with that Four of Candles in the end. But that Four of Candles is a bunch of vampires. Like, that stability would have sucked the life out of you, literally. like, let's work together here. One person's obviously into it, one person's obviously not. One person looks afraid. One person looks like they are... they have to be where they are. They don't really have an option to be in that situation, and it's sucking the life out of them. Okay. This wanker person. We've got the Empress there. Look at this. This is the Empress card in this deck, you guys. We've got the Empress. And then we've got the Eight of Needles. So the Eight of Swords in reverse. Here's the deal. Somebody found their divinity no matter what environment they were in. It didn't matter how much life was sucked out of them. If they're going to be queen of the underworld, they're going to be queen of the underworld. Look, Hades is up here, right? Okay, so this person's going to embody their dark side. They're going to embody their Persephone. And that Eight of Swords in the reverse is to free themselves from this mental hold this other person has. You have to be here. It's sucking the life out of you. Okay, fine. Queen of the Darkness it is. Still going to get free from this trap. Somebody else is going to jail, and it's not going to be this Empress. Whoever lied about this Empress is the one that's going to jail. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm telling you, whoever tried to keep you codependent, whoever tried to keep you under their thumb is the one that's going to jail. The World in reverse. This is a cycle. This is a pattern. It's repeated. This person has done this for a long enough time that there's a group of people up here that are ashamed that they even are associated with this person. They're ashamed they've even dealt with this person. Like, they're all leaving this guy behind. This King of Cups in reverse, they're leaving them with their mess. They're leaving them right in their mess. And here you are. If they're going to be, the light is going to be sucked out of you, then you said, fine, I'll be Queen of the Darkness. The Empress is here. One way or another, the Empress, no matter what way, shape, or form. Didn't I say fat and happy at the beginning of this reading? Moo moo and all. Moo moo and all. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Free from mental entrapment. Free from this. Free from whatever this person enforced on you. Free from codependency. Cycle after cycle. It's over. They're going to jail. They're going to jail. Whoever it is has had a tail on them or a tail on you. There could be a tail on both of you. All right? Somebody had to draw a conclusion one way or another. This person lied about you, lied about you, lied about you like a cheap rug, okay? And now Spirit's gonna mop the floor with this person. Busted and disgusted, a fucking wanker. Yuck, yuck, yuck. You stay in your divine energy. You stay peaceful. Don't step out of character so you don't go to jail. Remember, you have changed that dark part about yourself. If you have to pull out the darkness a little bit, you got to pull out the darkness a little bit, but just remember to stay in your divine energy. All right? You might have to protect yourself, and protecting yourself might feel dark. All right? Here's the deal. You're free. Not codependent. And done playing in this cycle. This person is exposed. They're going to jail. It's over for them. Period. All right. I'm closing the reading right there, you guys. Oh, look. Jimmy Shankushi says, when you pass away, no one will miss you. And Jimmy Shankushi says, you're repulsive and disgusting. Oh, I bet your mommy's so proud of you. Look at how you're being such a good human down there. The warm fuzzies. I'm sure you're going to have people lined up to pallbear your ass as well. Y'all have a great day. And remember, Jimmy Shankushi, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you, honey? Black bitch.